Hey everyone, this is Brandee J, Luxe TV at Audacity Studio in LA, California. I'm just so happy to be here. So happy for our guests who are here. We have Lianca Lyons.
Yes.
Not related to the Lions on TV. I know she gets that. She is the owner of Lianca Love Boutique out here in Los Angeles.
Love Lianca.
Love Lianca. I was practicing.
Wait, we heard
I really was. I know. I was practicing. I had it and then camera rolling and I messed up. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So tell us about yourself.
So I have basically grown up in fashion. My mother is from Panama, so she kind of groomed us to carry ourselves a certain way.
Yeah.
We did fashion shows when we were younger. She always had us watching like the fashion shows on TV. So when I grew up, I wanted to be in fashion. So I worked at Just Fab, which was Kimura's company.
90% of my shoes
Are from Just
come
Fab.
from Just Fab.
Yes.
So you can plug me.
Not anymore. You don't want me to plug you, girl.
Never mind. I'll keep my membership and just order online.
Right. So I worked for her, which was a great working relationship with her. I learned so much from her. She's a great businesswoman. And when I left there, I kind of did nothing for a while.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, let me figure out what I'm going to do. And so I opened up an online boutique. I wanted to open a storefront, but one of my friends was like, you know what, maybe you should do online. It's a little easier, which it's not necessarily easier. It's just a different monster.
It is. I started out with an online boutique like 7 years ago, and it's
a different monster.
It's a different monster.
So initially, and this still is my plan, I would like to be all inclusive.
Okay.
So I would like to carry sizes from extra small to 3X.
Okay.
That is what ideally I would want. The problem is, because the plus size market is so underserved, and the regular size market, which I don't really like to say, but the regular size market is so overserved, they aren't really looking for boutique like things. So it's harder to market to them and get them to be customers versus the plus size girls. They want something that looks new, that no one else has on, something that's fresh, something that's different, good price points. And it's easier to get them kind of like, oh my gosh, she's offering that. That's so dope. You know what I mean?
Exactly. What sizes do you carry now in the boutique?
So right now, I still have extra small to 3X.
Okay.
But most of my inventory is like 1X to 3X. I carry certain things that are numbers from 14 to 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the defining moment that made you want to open up your boutique?
I wanted to be part of the movement.
Which was?
The women empowerment movement, the lean in movement, the feminist movement, the no body shaming movement, body positive. I have a friend, Cece Elisa. She's a plus size blogger and she's adorable. We went to school together, and when I went to New York to visit one of my friends, and we sat and talked, and I was like, will you wear some of my stuff? And she was basically like, yeah, I'd love to. And then she said, if you really want to get into this market, I do CurvyCon every year with
Garner Style.
With Garner Style. So if you really want to get in this is a good opportunity for you to vendor at one of our events.
Yes.
So I said, okay. So me and Chastity talked too, and she ended up wearing an outfit of mine, this red pantsuit. It's like red and it has a crop top.
Yep, I remember that outfit.
Girl. I woke up one morning and I was like, I had so many orders online. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
So after that kind of set me up to kind of like take advantage of the situation. So I went to CurvyCon. It was great.
Yes.
Great feedback. And then I came home and I was just kind of trying to work the different avenues.
Yeah.
So I built more relationships with probably about 8 to 10 other plus size bloggers. I reached out to regular size bloggers too, but they weren't interested.
Because so many people reach out to them probably already. And that's one thing, being in the plus size industry, been in it for about going on 8 years now. So I started off with the boutique, but I transitioned into everything I have going on now. And we've come a long way, but we still have a greater way to go in the plus size industry.
Absolutely.
But I want us to talk about that after our break.
Okay.
So we'll be right back. Luxe TV. Hey everyone, we are back. Luxe Curves TV with Lianca Lion of Love Lianca Boutique. I knew I was going to mess it up. But one thing about your boutique carries plus size, which is a huge market, which it's underserved in so many ways. And what do you feel as a boutique owner, as someone who's been in the fashion industry, what do you feel we need to still do for the plus size industry to get it to that mainstream level?
I think that we need, and I'm going to be blunt, I think that we need to stop thinking that because someone is fat, that they can't wear the same thing that someone else can wear.
Exactly.
So if you have something that you cut for a size 14, just cut it all the way up. Like, just because someone is bigger or they have parts that you don't need to tint yourself to hide yourself. And I think the problem is because the people that are in charge are so small, 0, 0, 2, they cannot think outside of the box.
And I feel like they don't really understand a curvy plus size woman's body because they don't have one. And if you don't have one,
but they don't respect that body.
Exactly.
They it's disgusting to them, which is really, really sad. But they almost don't want to promote a curvy plus size body. So instead, I'm just gonna ignore you.
Yeah. And then when they do it, it's just one thing that it's it's the same people. And
it looks like the same stuff.
The same stuff. I'm like, okay, there should be different things. So how do you think, carrying the plus size, what do you ever talk to the consumers and see what are their concerns? What do they say?
I do get a chance to talk to consumers. I think sometimes they are still not comfortable in their skin. And the reality of the situation is all of us at whatever size, we all have issues. My stomach is the worst part of my body. But I think the problem is women don't know how to accentuate the parts of their bodies that are good so that no one sees that. My boobs are great. So whatever I wear, I have my boobs out because you're not going to look at nothing else. You stopping right here. You know what I'm saying? You stopping right here. You're not going down no further. You stopping right here. Got a pretty face, big boobs. You're not going nowhere else. Ain't nobody worried about all of that. You're not worried about it.
Not.
But I think the problem is women are still insecure about their bodies. And so they're still I don't wear things that show my arms. I don't wear things that are too low cut because my boobs are too big. I don't wear blah, blah, blah because my stomach is too big. It's so many things
I have big thighs and big butt.
And so I can't fit this or whatever. these denim, I got them because they are so stretchy. So yes, if you are 3X at 22, 24, you can pull them over your butt because they're stretchy. It's about finding the right pieces. You can wear anything you want. You just have to find the right, well-made pieces.
I just think sometimes as plus size women, curvy, I always say there's 3. When I came into the industry, I defined it 3 different ways. I say you have curvy, plus size, and BBW. And they all they lump us all into
the
one.
Same thing.
And I tell them, I said, first we need to change that mindset. I said,
You're right.
And I said, because we're different. I said, I'm not considered plus size, but I'm considered curvy, and I'm not considered BBW. And I told them, I said, what made me come up with the term curvy is because my niece, she's a size 8, but she's curvy. I said, that's what it is. She's not plus size. She's just curvy. And that's still how I grew up with the women in my family. So I think we still have a lot of education to do.
So much education.
On the body of a woman because there's curvy, plus size, and BBW.
You're absolutely right. You nailed it on the head. You're absolutely right.
And and when I say that, they look at me I'm like, it's the truth. You're not a true plus size. I'm not trying to be a true plus size.
Right.
That's why my name is Brandee J.
Right.
I understand it, and I think do you think a plus size consumer, do we get too caught up in the number of the size? A 22, oh my God. A 16, oh my God.
I think there's 2 versions of it. There's the version of oh my gosh, I'm a 16, I want to be a 14, or I want to be a 12. And there's the, oh my gosh, I'm a 20 and I'm a 20 and I'm proud. And I don't care about losing weight. It's almost the Monique concept of, for so long she was so big and she was just I'm fine, I'm comfortable in my skin, and then she started losing weight And she still's like, I'm fine. I'm comfortable in my
she's
skin.
Still curvy.
I'm just smaller. You know what I mean? But that's not any like, it's not any distant to the big girls or whatever. I'm still calling skinny bitches. But it's about my health. So I think we aren't comfortable in our skin.
Exactly. Because the biggest size I was a 22, and I was right after I had my son. Okay. And I said, that is too big for my body type. So I lost 50, 60 pounds. And right now I'm between 14, 16, 18, depending on the year and the day I tell people. You know, but I said, you know, I said you have to do what's right for you, your body, your figure, and your health.
Your health is what's most important.
I never want to be a size 0.
Right.
The smallest I was a size 6 because I was pregnant. I couldn't eat for 3 months. Had morning, noon, and night sickness, and I looked like a crackhead. And I said I never wanted to be that skinny.
Yes.
So it is a totally mindset. But we're gonna take another break. Okay. We got so much more to talk about because we can go on forever discussing the plus size industry. So, but we'll be back. We're gonna wrap it up and then find out where you can find her at. And I do want to ask you, like, how do you pick the clothing? Because that's important.
That's the fun part.
Yes. We'll be right back. Let's Curse TV. Hey everyone, Brandee J, Luxe Curse TV. We are back with Lianca Lyons talking about the plus size industry and her fabulous boutique. I'm gonna have you say the name because I
love Lianca.
I'm gonna mess. I don't know. I'm just gonna call it LL Boutique.
Right.
You know. I said and I thought of LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? So, how with your boutique and your fashions, how do you go by picking out the designs and keeping up with the trends?
So what I do is I take notice to the trends, but I don't die to the trends.
Got it.
Right? I look at what other plus size boutiques are carrying, and I try not to carry what they're carrying.
Because it seems like they're all doing
everybody carries the same thing.
Yeah.
So I try not to carry what other boutiques are carrying. That's one. But I will kind of notice, like, if there's something I really, really like, I'll look at the label and go, oh, that's really cute. Let me see if I can find it like this. I actually bought this at another boutique, and I just bought it because I thought it was cute, and then I had to go find it to sell it because it was so like, gorgeous. And every time I wear it, people are like, oh my gosh, whatever. So that's one way. The other way is I try to look for pieces that are different. I use my mom as a sounding board because she's a plus size, and she has great taste. So I'll send her pictures. Do you like this? Do you like this? No, no, yes, no. That's not going to work for girls that have stomachs. That's going to work for blah, blah, blah.
But what you're doing, because a lot of people don't do that. They don't think of our bodies and what we like and the material we feel.
Yes.
And like I tell people, I said, the plus size consumer, the curvy plus size consumer is a touchy-feely consumer.
Yes.
So,
makes it hard online.
Yes, online, which it's kind of hard to buy. And I said, we like to touch, feel, to see what we like and what we don't like about the material.
So what I always say is, I'm doing that for you. But what happens is I have to build that trust with the customer so that they know, oh, she only buys quality things for the price point that it's at. But I don't buy anything online. I go and I'm touching and I'm feeling and I'm stretching and I'm trying to kind of put it onto myself, and I'm looking at it. And if it looks cheap to me, I'm not going to buy it. If it looks like something that you could buy at Old Navy or Target, I'm not going to buy it. If it looks like it's not going to be worth the cost that I'm going to sell it at, I'm not going to buy it to sell it to you. So it's so many things in the process of it. And is it cute? Would people wear it? How can they wear it? Can they incorporate it with something that's already in their closet? Like the way I shop is I go, and if I like something, I'm like, okay, if I can automatically think, ooh, that would look cute with those shoes. Oh, and this, oh, and this, oh, and this. Then I'm like, oh, I have to buy it. So I do the same thing, like, okay, will this go with other things in their closet? Will they be able to build on this? Is this like a one-time piece and they're never gonna wear it again, or will they be able to wear it throughout all the seasons? You know, in California, we
have 2 seasons,
basically.
Hot and hotter.
Exactly. Exactly. 70 and 90. That's pretty much
November and it's 90 degrees.
Yes. So I try to be mindful of all those things. It sometimes can get a little hard, and I make mistakes. I mess up, and I'm like, that was a bad one. I shouldn't have, But it's a learning process. But at the forefront of my mind is quality, style, and price points.
That is amazing. What's next for you and your boutique? What do you have coming up next?
So I have a lot of clearance sales for the holiday season. But really what I would really love to get into right now is I love meeting customers and consumers and meeting people. So I really want to try to get out into people's closets. Like I want to, and this is what the long-term goal has always been, but I want to be a personal stylist, an affordable personal stylist to the regular girl.
That is
like,
good.
I don't know what to wear. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I go in your closet. I style 10 things for you. So you always know, oh, these are my 10 go-to outfits. Or 3 looks where it's like, these are already pre-done. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I feel like crap.
Well, I'm going to test you out on me. So,
girl, let's do this.
You ready to come down to San Diego?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Actually, I have another client that we're going to San Diego. Great. So yes, absolutely.
We will test it out on me because I was going through my calls like I can't. I'm tired.
Yes.
So that would be great. So are you still online and you have a storefront or?
So I don't have a storefront yet.
Okay.
Within, I want to say, between the next 3 to 5 years.
Good.
Because I'm probably gonna have some babies in there sometime. So you gotta make room for that. And I'm 39, so it's gonna be. But I want to say within 3 to 5 years, I'll have a storefront.
Okay.
I would love it to be in the community that I grew up in, which is this area, because we need Black businesses in Black areas.
Yes, we do.
That aren't ghetto.
Yeah.
That are, of
prospering.
quality. Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So I want to thank you so much.
Thank
I've
you.
had an amazing
Me
time.
too.
I could keep talking and talking,
good.
which we'll just talk over coffee and see, how we can collaborate, which we will be collaborating.
Yes, absolutely.
So where can they find you? Social media, like.
So all of my social media handles are Love Lianca, LOVELIANC. Did I say that right? LOVELIANCA. I'm like, I can't even spell my own name. So all my social media handles are the same, Love Lianca. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. I'm not as active on Twitter.
Snapchat?
No, I don't do Snapchat yet. I think I'm too old for that, but no, I don't do Snapchat. But I'm mostly on Instagram. And then my personal account is just Lianca Lyons. And it's not private, it's open, so you can follow me there too. It's my, personal stuff. But I may do selfies in a cute little outfit of the day or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm very active, I'm very responsive. Any questions you have, I'm very open to answering them. My website is lovelianca.com. Yeah, you can.
But we're gonna have her back on Luxe TV. We're gonna do a styling session.
Oh my God, yes.
With a couple models, so we're gonna get that ready to go, so you guys can see, what to wear for your body type, because we're all different types of curvy, plus size, and everything. So I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
I really had a great time,
me too.
and I just can't wait to work with you, have you back on for styling sessions.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Brandee J, Luxe TV, Lianca Lyons. Bye.
Bye.